Before I start the video, all I had to say is I predict that fight almost perfectly. I said that Sean Strickland would dominate, and I also said that he would win by decision. Without the picks, I said Sean O'Malley would win. I said Sean Strickland would win. Unlike everybody else, though, I'm still going with Leon to beat Kobe because, well, Leon right now is one of my favorite welterweights. Okay, the first fight on the card is Josephine Knudsen versus Marnik Man. I think this is an easy one for Knudsen. She's just a better grappler. I think this is how it will go down. First round, she's just going to take down Marnik, absolutely destroy her there. And then in the second round, she'll go for submission and end it from there. The next fight on the card is Charlie Campbell versus Alex Reyes. I'm going with Campbell here. I know he got knocked out in the Contender Series, but you gotta understand this. Reyes lost to Mike Perry, and his last fight was Mike Perry, which was in 2017. That should say enough. Campbell will probably win by a rear naked choke in the third round or in the second. The next fight on the card is Tracy Cortez versus Jasmine Jadavicius. I know this is gonna make me sound like a casual, but I'm going with Tracy Cortez. I'm going with Tracy Cortez because I think she's the better grappler. Jasmine, she's an all-right grappler at most. She out-wrestled, I don't remember who, but it was at 289. Pretty obvious that she won, but I just don't see her winning against Cortez. I think Cortez will probably take her down in the first, and then in the other two rounds, it will just be a straight grappling match, and then Tracy Cortez win 30-27 decision. The next fight up the card is Edgar Chairez versus Daniel Lasarda. I think this is an easy win for Edgar. I mean, everybody talks about how good his submissions are, but nobody talks about how powerful this man is. I mean, he was able to drop Tatsuro Taira, and if he could do that, he'll for sure be able to drop Lasarda. So I think Edgar will win by second round knockout. Up the card, Roman Kopylov versus Josh Fremd. I like Fremd. I literally had him in his last fight, but he's going against the guy that knocked out his opponent in the first round with a vicious head kick. So of course, I'm going with Roman Kopylov to win by knockout in the early second round. The next fight up the card is Lupita Godinez versus Elise Reed. Do I really have to say anything about this fight? I mean, it's clearly they shouldn't be fighting. Godinez is way better than Reed. Easy win, 30-25, I'm saying. She's gonna absolutely dominate. Now onto the main card, Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson. I think this is going to be one of the more fun fights on the card, but I will be going with Nelson to win. They're both very, very good boxers, but I just think Nelson is a level above Padilla. So I'm going to go with Kyle Nelson to win by 29-28 decision. The next fight up the card is Daniel Zellhuber versus Christos Giagos. This fight was a coin toss, if I'm being honest. I mean, this is a very hard fight to predict, but I will be going with Daniel to win by decision. This is why. I think he has slightly better grappling and a little bit of better boxing. Not that much of a difference, but I don't think I would mind if Giagos won either. The next fight up the card, Raw Ross Faggot Jr. versus Terrence Mitchell. I think it's pretty obvious who's going to win this fight. It's obviously Terrence Mitchell. Terrence Mitchell's going to dominate. If Christian Rodriguez did what he did to Raw Ross Jr., which was absolute domination, Mitchell will easily do that. I know Mitchell lost his debut, but Raw Ross Jr. is the most trash bantamweight out right now. I think Terrence Mitchell could knock him out in the first round, but I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go Terrence Mitchell to win by decision 30-26. Now on to the co-main events. Kevin Trailblazer Holland versus Jack Della Maddalena. This was another fight that I struggled predicting on. I really like Kevin Holland and I really like Jack Della Maddalena, but Jack Della didn't look too good in his last fight, and Kevin Holland is just getting better, which is very surprising that I'm gonna say this, but I'm still gonna go with Jack. I just think his striking is too swift, if you know what I mean, for Kevin Holland. But I do think if Holland can take it to the ground, he might be able to find a submission. I'm not sure, he might be able to, but I'm going for Jack Della Maddalena to win this very, very close fight by split decision. Now we're on to the main event of this card. Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Bolit Shevchenko. I'ma still go with Alexa Grasso. I had her at 285, and now I'm gonna have her this fight night. She outstruck, and I think she outgrappled. I don't remember clearly, but I know for a fact she was outstriking Valentina Shevchenko. It's gonna be a close fight, but I still think Alexa Grasso gets it done by decision. Those were all my predictions in under 5 minutes.